Hoorah, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hoorah!
We're gearing up for the 2025-26 season. We have seniors that graduated, new guys coming up, and a new head coach, Greg Sheridan. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Super exciting. So you played for this team. You were the offensive coordinator, and now here you are leading the program as the head coach. Does this feel full circle? Did you see yourself here one day?
Had some visions of it, but it's definitely a full circle, and I'm really excited. You know, George did a great job the last 3 years kind of bringing this program back, and I'm excited to kind of take over and keep it going.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exciting. Last season was historic, to say the least. You start 6-0. That was the first time that had happened in over a decade, which is so crazy. Take me through what that season was like from your perspective.
Yeah, it was special. We had a great senior class. They worked hard, and you know, we were lucky we came in when they were sophomores, so we were able to see them grow and kind of develop into the football players and the leaders that they were, and they just took the bull by the horns and kind of led us all year long. Played great defense, we played good offense. We're lucky to have Anthony, who was, you know, one of the best quarterbacks to come through the school, so he made things pretty easy as far as calling the plays and all of that stuff. So we were lucky, and we're just kind of keep the momentum going for this year.
Yeah, and that's exactly, you know, when you think about coming into the season, are you building the momentum from that, or is this a fresh start?
A little bit of both. I think take stuff that we did last year well and just kind of build on it, and then look over, see what we need to improve on, see what we need to fix up. You know, just kind of go from there. We have a lot of good mix of returning players and then players that are new and ready to step into new roles, and they've all had great off seasons. So I think it's going to be a little bit of both, but you know, just kind of keep going where we have been the last 3 years. We've gotten better every year, and we expect to do the same this year.
How would you describe the culture of this team?
I'd say right now it's a player-led team, and that's where I want it to be. I think the best teams and the teams that have the best seasons are always player-led. Players that take accountability and ownership, not just of themselves, but of their teammates and their peers, which is the toughest part. Just kind of brings the team to the next level. I think, you know, so far we've had a great off-season. We've had great numbers in the weight room, and I've really been trying to focus with the captains and the leaders of the team on, you know, how to be a leader and developing leadership skills and all of that, and that's what we're going to focus on, you know, all year long throughout the week leading up to games. So I think, you know, our culture's moving in the right direction, and I think so far so good.
The new incoming freshmen, you're doing signings for them. Tell us a little bit about what that is.
Yeah, so I'm a middle school teacher down at Marshall Simon, 7th grade, so I got to know some of the 8th graders this year, and then once I got announced as the head coach, I wanted to make it special for them choosing to come to Burlington High School with all the different choices they have now. So similar to, you know, a high school senior signing a big D1 commitment, we did a little signing day down at the middle school where we had a nice table and a banner of Burlington football, and then we took some pictures of the 8th graders signing commitments to play football at Burlington High School, and we posted up on Twitter and Instagram, and I got great feedback from it. The kids seemed to like it, so just kind of building that momentum and the energy and being excited to be a Burlington football player.
Yeah, I think that'll be really cute in a few years too, like when some of them go sign for colleges to see that like that 4-year transformation of that.
I mean,
it's a really cool tradition to be starting.
Yeah, that's the goal, right?
Yeah.
Put a freshman to senior and see the difference and go from there. So yeah, we're excited.
That's awesome. So when you look back at the past few seasons, when you stepped in here, how have you seen the team transform in just those short years?
I think just the overall culture and, you know, kids taking accountability and ownership and wanting to be good, you know, doing everything that they can to take that next step. I think the kids, you know, they work their butts off, and they go through, you know, the summer and off season, lifting, running, all that stuff, but also up in their head kind of learning the plays and learning the different stuff in the schemes, especially this year with a couple new schemes that we're going to do defensively as well. It's going to be not just physically but mentally, it's going to be taxing. So I think them taking the ownership and taking the time and buying into all that is kind of like the big difference that I've seen the last 3 going on 4 years now. But then I think, you know, our numbers have kind of stayed the same, but I think we look differently. Our attitude in the weight room and our culture in the weight room has changed, and kids are working harder and doing the right things and taking care of their bodies. So I think that's definitely helped us kind of stay healthy all throughout the year.
What are some of the key traits that you look for in a successful player on this team?
Well, I think first we've really focused on speed the last couple of years. So we've had a lot of speed training in the off season. We've done different things to kind of incentivize it, as far as, you know, running 20 miles per hour, and kids get to sign the 20 miles per hour speed limit sign, getting wristbands if they get it. Different things as far as like building up your strength, building up your weight, but also continuing to be fast. Even without the incentives, they've done a great job buying in and just kind of working the best of their ability and pushing each other.
Yeah, it's awesome to see like these young kids really take that seriously and like have a passion for it.
Yeah, I think
it's
that's
really
one
cool.
thing that's kind of different too. Like this year we had Athletic Evolution come in the summer, so we've had, you know, over 30 kids every morning, and this is really the first year that we've had a lot of incoming freshmen be a part of it. So to see them be a part of the team before the season starts and get to know everyone, but also learn how to lift and, you know, the proper form and the proper technique is, I think it's only going to benefit them in the long run.
As a former offensive coordinator, you know we have to talk quarterbacks.
Oh yeah.
Last season, Anthony Guerrier, I mean, come on, he was breaking leader in pass yards, in touchdowns. Just, we really can't say enough about the impact he left on this program. Absolutely incredible. But that was his senior year, which means we're looking at a new quarterback.
Yep.
Drew Garvey, what can you tell us about his character?
He's done a great job. You know, we've kind of thrown him into this role. He was a receiver last year, the last couple of years. Just kind of jumped into it right away. Didn't say anything about it. He was eager to get started and to learn, you know, the offense and what it takes to be a quarterback at the high school level. He's dedicated himself to that in the off season. He's been in the weight room a ton, gained probably about 20 pounds, just getting stronger to be healthy throughout the year. And, you know, we're excited. We had 7-on-7s over in Billerica, and he's had a great summer, just learning the plays, learning the passing routes, learning the timing with his receivers, all that stuff. So we're excited for him. We've got a long ways to go to where we want to be, but he's on track to do great things for us this year.
So with the way that last season ended in the playoffs, heartbreaking game, is that something that you're going to carry into this season with a little bit of a chip on your shoulder, wanting to, you know, get back somewhere, or is this a clean slate and we're leaving that in the past?
Well, the goal is always to make it to the playoffs. I don't think we'll really think much about the playoffs last year, but we of course want to get back there and we want to make some noise in the playoffs. We've been lucky to be in the playoffs the last 2 years, so that's our goal every year, is to get a home playoff game, so top 8 seed, just kind of go from there. But I think really to start, it's just us getting better day by day, focus on ourselves, focus on what we can control, and, you know, everything will fall into place.
Yeah. As we look into the future, into the season, I want you to finish the sentence.
All right.
This year, BHS football will
compete and be prepared.
We love to hear that. Thank you so much, Greg.
Thank you. Thank you
Good
very
luck
much.
this season.
Thank you.